Hey, 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 hey! How are y'all doing? Listen, I came to update y'all about me. I came to update y'all about me, okay? It's been years, people. It's been years I haven't been on here doing the YouTube video, communicating with you guys. Like, just a few people that has followed me and we used to communicate. I hope everybody is well. I have gone to look for a couple of people that I used to follow, that we used to be on this weight loss journey together. We used to be on this hair journey together, the lock journey. I don't know if I talk so much about my lock journey, but I know I was on here always talking about losing some weight, okay? And I have just been living my life since then, and so much has happened since then. I don't even know where to begin with you guys. I don't even know how to just come back. And you know what's so crazy? Like, I'm thinking, and we're talking back like 2010, 2011. We are in 2025. And now I'm here, coming back. And the reason why I'm actually coming back is because I am at this again. Okay, here we go again. Let's try this one more time. We're trying to get healthy, overall health, not just with weight loss. Me and my son don't even call it weight loss anymore. We call it fat loss. That's what we're trying to do, is fat loss. So I am on this journey again, guys. I did lose a massive amount of weight already, starting, I think I started really pounding down on myself in 2014. I think 2014 I really started pounding on myself to lose weight. At that time I was about 280, and I think my highest weight, if I'm not lying, was 293. I remember getting on the scale, and I remember being 290 something, if I'm not mistaken. I remember going to get a procedure done at the hospital, and I had to be like on a liquid fast for a minute, and I think at that time my weight was 270. And then, but I know, like, around that time my solid weight was 280. Okay, so I was in between that. So I've come a long way. No, I didn't gain the whole thing back. I just feel like I haven't lost as much or kept as much loss, because the lowest that I got down to, I could say, is 160, and that was just temporary because I was fasting, okay? Like, the 160 pounds just don't be sticking on me, and I just fly right back up. So, listen, when I get on this pace, and throughout the years, like from 2014 to 2025, I have fluctuated drastically. I have gotten up to 230, I've lost like 100 pounds, went down to 183, like I said, got to 160, then kind of was battling. It's like I'm always battling between 160 and 200, like within the 200s. I still sometimes could get up to 130 again. Now, because I guess I have mastered the art of losing weight and knowing how to do it, I could quickly get myself back in shape, right? But of course, the older I get, the harder it's getting, but it's all within the same process. Like, it is so simple. It is so simple. The whole thing, I think, for me is I haven't made the lifestyle change. I haven't gotten to the point where I say I will no longer eat like this. I will no longer eat these things, because the thing that is killing me is the sweet tooth. The desire to want to eat sugar all the time. I'm not a sugar person. And when I say I'm not a sugar person, like I'm not like a raw sugar person where I will, sweeten tea or things like that, right? I am a sugar person where I need to eat chocolate, I need to eat cakes, I need to eat icings, things with a whole lot of icing, okay? Things with a whole lot of icing. Like, I know some people, they won't eat the icing on the cake. They'll scrape the icing. And I'm like, the icing is the best part. Why would you scrape the icing off the cake? So, people, I'm back on this journey. I am back on this journey. I started at 283. I cannot tell you what I weigh right now because I don't know. I have purposely stayed off the scale because I don't want to be discouraged. I don't want to trigger any depression. I don't want to be upset with myself, okay? Like a year ago, I was mighty fine. A year ago. Not even a year ago, a couple months ago. Right now, we are in July 2025. July 2024, I remember, guys, I had just moisturized my lips, so please excuse me. I don't want to stop the video. I just don't want you to see like white stuff is already bad that you gotta deal with looking at these rubber bands in my mouth. Don't worry. My braces are soon coming off. I went through that journey too. I did a lot of stuff, guys. I really gotta catch up. This is gonna be a long video. I just hope you ride out with me, okay? Get to know me. My name is Rose, okay? I'm here to help us get our whole life. I'm here to get my whole life, okay? I'm right now in my sanctuary. So that's why you kind of see a bunch of nothings in my background. And guys, I hope I got it all out. Sorry for that. I'm being as natural as could be. I'm sorry I don't have the high-tech cameras and maybe later on in life I will get just professional with this. Right now, I'm just sharing with the world me. That's all. Not that I don't have anything else better to do, but I just been meaning to come back on here because I'm just thinking, like, I used to really do this hard like in 2011. I have not deleted most of my videos. Some of my videos, or most of my videos that I had posted, I unpublicized them, right? I don't make them public. I don't know what prompted me to do that. Like, I didn't want my business out there anymore. But now I'm about to put my business out here again. I don't know what made me take my videos down. Nothing happened. I just really personally felt like I didn't want to share some stuff anymore. So I took them down, and I left some up, but I'll go through them to see which ones I'm gonna put back up, just so that you can see my then and my now, right? So that you can understand just, I guess, the process. And of course, I'll be talking a lot about it and seeing if you guys are interested in little old me, because I feel like I have a whole lot to say. What I have to say, we'll find out, okay? But so let me tell you this. So recently, I published my second and third poetry book. So, and I did that not even realizing how much of an accomplishment that was. Like, I'm just realizing that was a great accomplishment, and I'm so proud of the work. I'm so proud of the work. So, but I felt like, so I feel like, you know how the Bible says you don't light up the candle and put it under like a bushel or put it under the bed. I feel like I'm a lit candle that I keep putting under the bushel. I like the King James version when it comes to the scriptures, so um, bear with me. Or under the bed, like you usually put the light up top so it could illuminate the room, right? But for some reason, I have for some time now, you know, put myself under the bed. I just limit where I'm shining this light of mine. I'm limiting, you know, who I am around, not, and let me tell you, my support system, they're not the reason. It's just me. It's just me not sharing. It's just me not, I'm being me, but I'm just not really sharing who I am, right? So needless to say, I'm back on here, and I'm going through where I'm trying to get myself back in shape. I'm trying to get I don't like when my collarbone, and so, okay, so another thing about this weight loss situation, I am struggling when I get under 160 pounds of how I look. Like, these bones start coming out, and it's like a love-hate situation. It's like I want them to be out, but then when they start coming out, I don't feel like I look good. I feel like my face starts looking, it starts looking kind of crazy. So, you know how when people be like, oh, that person looks sick, after they lost all that weight. I be the people talking to me. Don't nobody else says it. I say it. I be like, yo, girl, you look sick. You don't look good. Like, and it's so, I think that kind of stops me from getting to my real goal weight. Now, my real goal weight is kind of ridiculous. It used to be 133. It is now 120. I want to be able to get to the place where, oh, that's just the light. I don't know why I think something's on my lip. I want to get to the place where I am 120 pounds. I got a long way to go. I'm not worried about the long way to go because it's really not. So, okay, so losing weight is so simple. And in another video, I will share like my story because you guys love stories. I love stories when I'm, watching these videos. So I'm going to give you stories. But losing weight is so simple. It really takes like, I have kind of binged people's videos this past few weeks just to get my mental state into it. And I realized, like, everybody's saying the same thing. Everybody that has had massive weight loss and are in the best shape of their lives in their current moment has said intermittent fasting, protein, okay? They're not even saying don't eat carbs. That's to each his own, right? So it's basically intermittent fasting is what's just like, intermittent fasting and fasting is just the ultimate at this point in time. Some people are not even changing their diet. They're just making sure they eat within their windows. That's one. And then the protein. Now, the protein is something new that I'm hearing this year. It's not something that I've heard prior to now. I've heard it, but not as much as I'm hearing now. So I'm hearing a lot of people saying protein, protein. You want to lose weight, do your protein first, right? And I knew that was good for like bariatric people. I know they always made them kind of do like protein first, just because of the limit of what they'll be able to eat. However, I'm hearing now, and I don't know, maybe they've always said it because some of these videos are like years old, and I just wasn't grasping that concept. Because usually you think like just eat fruits and vegetables, no meat and stuff. So, um, and drink your water. It's like that is like a three-step situation. It's like exercise is not even a factor, but exercise, and I always say exercise is going to be what shapes the body. It's not really what the losing weight factor is. The losing weight is in the eating. Okay, like they always say, 80% is what you eat, 20% is the other thing. Like the exercise is really to shape the body, because you could tell the difference between somebody that lost weight and just changed their eating habits, and somebody that lost weight and exercise. Okay, their bodies be different. Okay, their bodies be different. So listen, overall, I said all of that to say, because I believe I'm going to title this "Losing Weight is Easy" or simple. I don't want to say it's easy. I want to say it's simple. Losing weight is simple. Okay? It's not really much to it. It's not really much to it. Everybody is going to tell you the same thing. They're going to tell you it's a lifestyle change. They are going to tell you to drink your water. I don't necessarily and will never force myself again to drink a gallon of water a day, but I do make sure to drink a lot of water. Okay? I don't like using public bathrooms, so I'm trying to get my water in normally when I come into the house. I'm a person, I don't mind, and they say this is not good. I don't mind waking up several times in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, because I don't like using the bathroom outside. Okay, I'm working with that in therapy because it's bad, right? But drink your water. It makes a difference, right? And intermittent fasting. Don't be eating all day. It's simple. Now, it's hard to cut off not eating after 7 if you're an eater after 7, or if you like to eat breakfast, right? It's gonna be hard, but you can't eat all you like. I give myself at least, even on the days that I'm gaining weight, I give myself at least 12 hours, the minimum. Yes, the minimum. 12 hours before I have another meal. Like, if I'm eating, because I do the intermittent fasting, sometimes I can't even eat a lot. And then I do fasting. So it's like sometimes if I just coming off a dry fast, I'm coming off a water fast, my foot, like, that's my spiritual life, right? I'm fasting for spiritual reasons. Then when I'm going to eat, I'm getting a couple bites in, and then I'm kind of full. And then the next hour or two, I'm going to be hungry again. So when I'm in a situation like that, I will, eat. I will give myself 4 hours to eat. And then after that 4 hours that I eat, that's where my counting down is. And I'm not a counter, like, I don't count calories, I don't count the time per se, like on the dot. But I know if it's 6 p.m., I'm not going to eat until the next day. And I'm not going to eat at 6 p.m. right? I mean 6 a.m. I'm going to eat after that. I'm most likely not going to eat until that afternoon if I'm on a regimen where I'm eating every day, right? So intermittent fasting. So what did we say so far? Because I want y'all to understand how losing weight is simple. Losing fat is probably something different, but it's kind of like together, because you're like, what's the difference between losing weight and losing fat? Well, losing weight, it could be water weight, it could be muscle weight, it could be all type of other weight, right? I guess that's the only thing that it would be, right? But losing fat is the weight that you want to lose. So we want to focus on losing fat and not just on losing weight, right? Okay. So you drink your water, you intermittent fast, okay? You're not eating all day. You are eating your protein first if you eat meats. If you don't eat meat, you're great. You're just going to be eating your fruits and vegetables, okay? And just because you're vegan or vegetarian doesn't mean that you can't be a fat vegan or a fat vegetarian, because you're probably eating more, carbs. You're probably eating more rice, more breads, more processed stuff. Like those processed stuff, okay, and that's the other thing. No processed foods. Fruits, vegetables, if you're eating meats that you're cooking, okay? After that, if you add the exercise, you're doing better. You're going to lose the fat even better, especially if you're lifting weights, okay? So you're going to burn off fat quicker, right? But that's just basically it. Let's go over it again. Drink your water. Intermittent fast. Eat your protein. It'll make you full, fuller, longer, or whatever the case may be. Exercise. And be consistent. Change your life. Because that's what I'm telling myself. I'm like, yo, you're making this too complicated. Like, it's not that complicated, okay? It's simple. Drink water. Did you hear me? Intermittent fast, okay? If I'm not drilling it in your head, I'm drilling it in my head, okay? Eat your protein or drink it, whichever one, okay? Exercise daily. Change your life. Ain't nothing else to it. There's nothing else to it. It's that simple. It's that simple. I promise you. If you do these things on a daily basis, mind you, there are going to be days that you mess up. It happens. But if you are doing these things, like, even if you're doing it 75% of the time, hey, if you do it 50% of the time, honey boo boo, you will be better off. Losing weight is simple. It's not complex. It's hard, but very much simple. It's not really much to it. All you gotta do is drink your water, intermittent fast, find the right one for you, eat your protein, exercise. If you do that, you will lose the fat. I've taken enough of your time. I think you get it. I think I get it. Let's get it.